Hi and welcome. Now today I want to talk to you again about Content ID. I have already talked to you about Content ID. Long before I have presented my opinion and my thoughts on YouTube Content ID, whether if you should or you should not register your works in the Content ID system. But all about that, I will put up here the link toward that footage. Watch that footage. But in short, I was pro to register, to have your songs registered with Content ID. Somehow I am, but today I'm really looking things from a different perspective. Today I'm analyzing the situation from the audio contributor, but from the buyer's perspective also. And this is due to the latest changes that have been made on different music licensing, stock music licensing platforms. Because there are a few music licensing platforms uh, where there's a new question in the filling out, in the metadata filling out form. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So here you can see this is motion elements, and all about motion elements and all about my experience on different music licensing platform. I will put up here a link toward that playlist where I am talking about music licensing platforms. So here is motion elements, and if you are looking closely, you can see you have here you have the title, and then of course you have the description, and after the description, after the description you have this YouTube content ID, and this is something new. So here you can see that we are asked, the audio contributors, if our track is registered with the YouTube content ID. And you have to say yes or no. But look on the footage where I speaking about motion elements, my first footage about motion elements. You see here the title, the description, and then media type. Media type, that's the second one, and then the contract. But today it's different. Today, after the description, you have YouTube content ID, and only then the media type. So this is really something new. Now on another platform, here you can see directly is asking if your track is registered in a content ID management system. So yeah, you can see this kind of platform. So this is just two platforms to show you, but there are other platforms also who are asking audio contributors the same thing. So they are asking about whether your track are registered or not in YouTube Content ID. And this puzzles me because beside the fact that they are asking me, I already saw a little bit of drop down in my licensing deals. So uh, and I was thinking about why, what is happening, and now I have the answer. So today, if you are asking me whether you should or you shouldn't register your song with any company uh, that will manage and look after for your behalf, for your identifying your tracks being used on different YouTube footages, well, today I would say to you that no, it's not a good thing. Well, it's a good thing because from audio contributors' point of view, I would love to have my tracks, and my tracks are registered in a YouTube ID content system, meaning that every time if somebody is using my tracks on a production, on a video content that is uploaded on YouTube, this company or the algorithm, if you want, identifies that my track is used there and there and there, and it's flagging those footages, asking the owners to show that they have the proper rights to use that music, that background music. Now, but here's the problem, because this is a headache. This is a real headache for the today video content creators. I mean, imagine the the buyer of your song is buying your song, is licensing your song, and then is creating a footage, is creating a video content that is uploaded on YouTube. The moment when this content is uploaded on YouTube, well, that content is flagged because your content ID managing company will identify your track in that content, and it will flag the creator of that content and ask to provide uh, proper contracts or licensing contracts to show that they have the rights to use that music. The problem is that by, when this video content is flagged, and the moment when it's flagged and on a lot of time, and as we audio content creators, we do not have time. Well, they do not have time to be bothered with these kind of things. So for those clients who are going on these sites to license music, they want music that is not registered in content ID, so that if they are using that music to create a video content that is uploaded on YouTube, they do not want to be bothered of having their content flagged and then having to go through all that stuff, that the dispute and showing the contracts and so on and so on and so forth. So that's really a headache for the video content creators. So that's why these platforms, because obviously they have a lot of clients who are licensing music for video content, for YouTube video content, then they implemented this. So for you as an audio contributor, by saying yes that your music is registered in the YouTube Content ID program, it's a drawback, and clients will not license and buy your tracks, even though your tracks are good for their projects, because they know what will happen after they are buying it, creating the content, uploading on YouTube, and then they find themselves flag their content, and it's really complicated today on YouTube. Plus, imagine a client who is buying your track, creating a product, a content, a video content, but for another client. Then he's giving the video content for his client. His client is uploading on his YouTube channel, and then is flagged, and then he will contact again the initial content creator. So you understand what I mean? It's really, really complicated today. It's really way too complicated for this kind of clients, and they do not want this. So today, if you are just starting up, if you didn't register your music with any company that is involved with content ID management, I would highly recommend you to not do it. If you are really, you based on stock music, based on day-to-day licensing deals, this kind of licensing deals, and you want to have a lot of licensing deals, then, and if you do not want to have this drawback, then I don't advise you to register your songs into the YouTube content ID. Really don't, because it will be a major drawback, and you will not have as much sales and others who are not registering it. I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.